Turns out that Netanyahu, the Israeli prime minister, was very supportive of the US potentially going to war with Venezuela, but more importantly, essentially kidnapping the leader of Venezuela, Nicolas Maduro. Now, why would he be so excited and happy about that? Well, it turns out that Israel will be receiving its first crude oil shipment from Venezuela in decades. The last time they did so was 2009. And this is, of course, following the US kidnapping of former Venezuelan president Nicolas Maduro. Now, according to Bloomberg, which broke this story, the cargo is being transported to Bazan Group, Israel's top crude processor. People with knowledge of the deal said, asking not to be identified because the information isn't public. Now, Bazan operates the largest oil refinery in Israel. It is located where my maternal grandmother was born, Haifa, Palestine, as her birth certificate notes. Now, Venezuelan officials are denying the shipment, likely because they're embarrassed, but there's no indication that Bloomberg reporters are lying about this. Like, why would they lie about it? That's ridiculous. I totally believe it. Especially when you think about how supportive Israel was of the US actions against Venezuela earlier. Now, last year, during the 12-day war between Israel and Iran, the Bazan facility was constantly targeted by Tehran's missiles. One of those missiles managed to hit a building within the facility, causing the death of 3 employees, later identified as Avraham Daniel, Igor Fradkin, and Yuri Levy. And currently, Israel's political leadership is egging on more war with Iran. So congratulations to the people of Israel. Now, prior to Maduro's capture, much of Venezuelan oil was sold to China. But things have changed. Following the abduction of Nicolas Maduro, Venezuela is forbidden from exporting its oil to China. And now it's being sent to India, Spain, the United States, and of course, Israel. And when the cargo arrives, it would mark the first shipment of its kind since 2009, when then President Hugo Chavez severed his ties with Israel. Now, why did he do that? Because he saw Israel for what it is, an immoral regime that carries out atrocities, kills innocent people, and steals land. So Venezuela broke all diplomatic ties with Israel, condemning its actions in the wake of the 2008-2009 Israel-Gaza war. This was the war before the genocide. And then on April 27th of 2009, Venezuela's then foreign minister, Nicolas Maduro, met with the Palestinian National Authority foreign affairs minister in Caracas, where formal diplomatic relations were established between the Palestinian people and Venezuela. And as you can imagine, Israel don't like that. They don't like that. They want the entire globe to think that the Palestinian people are what the Israeli government is: vicious, evil, pedophilic in some cases. Now, funds from Venezuela's oil sales are deposited into a restricted account in Qatar, subject to US approval to pay public sector salaries and essential services. Last month, Caracas received $500 million from its first oil sale under the US brokered agreement. So I guess Venezuela is getting something for their own resources. But the US intervening on behalf of Israel all around the globe costs money, creates enemies and hostilities toward the United States. But I guess it's okay as long as precious Israel gets its crude oil.
Every time you ring the bell below, an angel gets his wings. Totally not true, but it does keep you updated on our live shows.